I need to help you understand the history of flight out of our cities. There are all kinds of stories about what's created it in the Midwest. You hear the stories, what happened to the industrialized Midwest. That was significant to the Midwest, just like losing steel was significant to Pittsburgh, but those things had nothing to do with what created flight. Flight out of the cities began in 1956 when the first mall in the United States was opened in Edina, Minnesota. That mall was large, it was shiny, it was new. All of the retailers in it were new to the area. Their volumes were fabulous, and word spread quickly of how good that mall was, and from then on, malls shot up like crazy. Every retailer wanted to be in them. In Boston, for example, the first mall was built in 1956, and every time a regional mall was built, you would assume that 2.5 times the square footage of that mall was built in peripheral properties, strip shopping centers, office buildings, entertainment, movie theaters, restaurants, so that in a 36-year period in Boston, 54 million square feet of space were built. That's 13.5 square feet for every man, woman, and child in the region. Across the United States, in Sacramento, took 46 years, only 26 million square feet were built, but then Sacramento was smaller than Boston. Still averaged 12.5 square feet for every man, woman, and child in the United States. Every retailer wanted to be in or around these malls. All the restaurants did. Eventually, office buildings were built. And then the fledgling suburbs, that I call them in 1956, started growing because all the office buildings moved out of town. The owners of the businesses that were in those offices then wanted to be living close to the office buildings. They located in the suburbs, and the regional malls are what created all of the current suburbs today. Now, what do you think that did to the downtowns? It absolutely killed them. The good news is that growth in malls, strip centers is all but done, and there is a fledgling movement that's starting where people want to move back into the cities. The question is, how do you make that happen? If you need more information on this subject, please go to my book, Saving America's Cities, or to one of my websites. Thank you.